We're going to try something right now.
Okay, so it wasn't working then.
No, it's not been working this. I was praying that it would be.
It just loves listening, but hey, I can't hear my guy, so I don't know.
There we go. It's streaming.
Okay.
Yep, I'm going to double check right now. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We've had some technical difficulties, but we are here. We are streaming now. It is the Central Michigan University Women's Club hockey game. All right, we are on the air and live, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. We've had a little bit of trouble here with the live stream. It should be working now. The first period is over. Central Michigan University has put up a great showing, especially number 29, Lauren Abraham, the goalie. After the first period, the score is Notre Dame 2, Central Michigan University 0. We had some troubles with the stream earlier. It went online and then briefly shut down, and we have just been able to get it back. Right now, we are in between the first and second period. Both teams are in the locker room. They are zamboning the ice. So, ladies and gentlemen, there will be about 8 minutes here before we get back into the actual game. So, to give you a little bit of something to fill the time, I'll tell you about the events of tonight. Tonight is senior night, which means that many of these players on this team are seniors, and they are being celebrated tonight. So, to go down the list, we have number 3, Ashley Neuenfeldt, better known as Newy to many of you. She is a forward senior from Midland, Michigan. Number 2, Mariah Wilson, a forward senior from Kentwood, Michigan. I was actually just handed a script. I will tell you about all 7 of the seniors that are here in attendance tonight. So the first senior we have is Lindsay Rensilio, number 43 from Oxford, Michigan. Her major is environmental studies with a double minor in Spanish and geographical information studies. She has been playing hockey for 5 years, and her plans after graduation include working for Shepler's Mackinac Island Ferry as a senior qualified deckhand, as well as joining DTE or Consumers Energy in the renewable energy sector. Her favorite CMU hockey memory is being able to play against her sister, who plays for Aquinas. They faced off against each other last November. Our second senior is Julie Smith from Commerce, Michigan. She has been playing hockey for 14 years. Her major is communication science disorders with a double minor in Spanish and American Sign Language. Her plans after graduation are to go to graduate school to study speech language pathology. Her favorite CMU hockey memory is going on trips with the team and doing crafts together. Our next graduating player is our graduate student, Stacey Hartman. She is completing her Master in Business Administration and is from Northville, Michigan. She has been playing hockey for 12 years, and after graduating, she plans to continue to work in the University of Michigan's president's office. Her favorite CMU hockey memory is being able to come back and play one last season with this team and coaching staff. Our next senior is Ashley Neuenfeldt, once again, number 3, better known as Newy, from Midland, Michigan. Her major is information systems and has been playing hockey for 5 years. Her plans after graduation are to work at Deloitte in Detroit as a systems analysis. Her favorite CMU hockey memory is riding to Chicago with Barry, the bus driver, and doing crafts in the pool area of the hotel. Next senior we have is Shelby Raymond, number 23 from Gladwin, Michigan. Her major is therapeutic recreation with double minors in psychology and disability studies and community inclusion. Her plans after graduation are to intern in Boston as a sports rehabilitation hospital and continue working there as a pediatric CTRS. Her favorite CMU hockey memory was exploring Chicago with all of her teammates. Our next senior is assistant captain number 40, Kira Chaperon from Alaska. She has been playing hockey for 15 years, is a double major in photojournalism and sports management. Her plans after graduation are to work for a baseball team as a sports photographer, with the hopes of eventually working for an NHL team in the future. Her favorite CMU hockey memory is being able to play her last year of hockey with great teammates and coaching staff. Our last senior is Captain Mack Barnett, number 12. She's a fifth-year senior from Clinton Township, Michigan. Her major is clinical exercise science, and she has been playing hockey for 11 years. Her plans after graduation is to attend graduate school to earn a master's degree in exercise psychology. Her favorite CMU memory is having the privilege of being a pivotal part of women's hockey here at CMU and making sure it will continue for the future girls who will grow this team into a competitive organization. Our seniors would like to personally thank our coaching staff as well as all the others who have played a large part in keeping this team alive and letting them be as successful as they are. They're so very grateful to be a part of this team and to be part of this team and be part of a foundation to see this team grow further than any one of them alone. This could not happen without every single one of them, and so this game is dedicated to our seniors, and more importantly, the wonderful Chippewa family. Coaches for Central Michigan University's Women's Club Hockey are head coach Chris Haney, assistant coach Brandon Philbeck, and assistant coach Colin Bishop. The non-senior members of CMU Women's Club Hockey are as follows. Number 10, Bree Mermeluk, a forward sophomore from Macomb, Michigan. Number 11, Leah Palmer, a defenseman freshman from Clare, Michigan. Number 16, Tegan Perry, a forward freshman from Jenison, Michigan. Number 17, Emily Kostilny. Sorry, forgive my butchering of that name. A forward sophomore from Livonia, Michigan. Number 25, Bree Schroer, currently the alternate goalie, a freshman from Essexville, Michigan. Number 27, Alyssa Tank, a forward freshman from Sandusky, Michigan. Number 29, Lauren Abraham, a goalie, freshman from Glenview, Illinois. And those are the non-senior players on the team this year. Zamboni seems to be finishing up, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, we will begin our second period of play. Central Michigan put up a wonderful first period. At the end of the first period, the score is Central Michigan University 0, Notre Dame 2. Solid defense by Central Michigan University and a wonderful job by number 29, Lauren Abraham. This period there will be looking to put some points up on the board. Notre Dame putting up a very solid offensive, doing a great job keeping it within Chippewa's territory. So this period, we're looking for some offensive drives from the Chippewas and to slide a couple goals into the back of Notre Dame's net. And when that happens, folks, you will be the first ones to hear it. Both teams ready to take the ice right now. I would like to thank all of you for joining us tonight, and I apologize for the confusion that has been going on. Rather unfortunately, the stream died on us earlier, and we were just able to get it going. So the first period is unfortunately not recorded. Both teams ready to take the ice once again. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I do understand that it is quite a journey from here to Notre Dame. However, I do want to point out Central Michigan University has a full bleachers right now. Notre Dame did not get a single fan to show up. It's about the community, folks, and you all are a wonderful community. Thank you for tuning in. I know it's been quite a while. Last time that we had a home game was, I believe, before Thanksgiving, but we are here. The Central Michigan University Women's Club hockey team is here, and they are here to compete, ladies and gentlemen. Chippewas, few of them sticking their skates out onto the ice. And the buzzer has sounded, meaning that everyone should be flying onto that ice anytime now. They're just waiting for the refs. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first period, the score is Notre Dame 2, Central Michigan University 0. Chippewas looking to put up a strong offensive this period, sink a couple goals into the back of Notre Dame's net. They have come close several times. A lot of breakaways. Player that stood out this game to me is number 17, Emily Castellani. Castilny, I apologize once again, had several opportunities with breakouts scooped up by Notre Dame's defense, unfortunately. Same with Julie Smith, one of the forwards. Excellent defense by the Chippewas all around this game. People that come to mind, Mack Barnett, captain, and assistant captain Kira Chaperon. Shelby Raymond also doing a wonderful job out there on defense, as well as Leah Palmer with her iconic lime stick. It's very hard to miss her. Both teams have taken the ice now, heading over to their bench.
Stacey. A grad student. Don't call her a senior. Got a paper homework. She already graduated. Does it say she's a grad student or senior?
It says grad student, yep. But on the roster they listed, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, both teams congregating over by their benches. Refs heading out to center ice. Both teams looking to put up a strong second period. Notre Dame probably looking to waste their time. But from my experience in hockey, I have learned that being up by 2 is very dangerous. It gives you a false sense of pride. Meanwhile, all it takes is one goal to completely change the tone of the game. Chippewas have always had a very good first period. Now they're going to need to sustain that energy for the next 2 periods. Notre Dame out here dancing on the ice. Wonderful tunes by the DJ at tonight's game. Puck's going to drop at center ice once again. Whistle's been blown. Puck drops, heads back to Chippewas defenseman. Leah Palmer takes the puck, sends it up along the boards. Huge hit on the play. Chippewas are going to have a penalty. Chippewas they will have a penalty on this play. So we're just waiting for the Chippewas to take possession of the puck now. And whistle will blow. Ladies and gentlemen, number 27, Alyssa Tank, living up to her name, tanking one of the Notre Dame players to the ground. That will be a cross-checking penalty on number 27, Alyssa Tank. In my opinion, it was a wonderful hit. Unfortunately, it's against the rules. So Notre Dame will be on the power play for the next 2 minutes. They have a 1-woman advantage out on the ice. Face off in Chippewa territory. Notre Dame takes it. Chippewas send it flying down the ice, trying to burn out that disadvantage against them. Notre Dame takes the puck, looking to drive something yet again. Notre Dame getting tied up along the boards by Castilny and Hartman. Notre Dame takes the puck, trying to drive it down into Chippewa territory. Looking to set it, they pass it back to their blue line. Blue line trying to go for something. Pass it back along the boards. Seems to be an elaborate game of keep away by Notre Dame. They send it back along the blue line. Shot from the blue line. Completely misses its target. Chippewas trying to get the puck out yet again. Puck goes flying up into the air. Notre Dame recovers it. Sends it back along the boards. Notre Dame trying to set something up yet again. Sitting there. Central reluctant to challenge due to their being down a player. Shot on net. Goes back behind the net. Notre Dame with the puck yet again. Passing it along the boards. Passing it in front of the net now. No one there to receive it. Chippewas defense putting up a strong showing. Notre Dame with the puck yet again back behind the boards. 45 seconds left in their power play. They send it back up to the blue line. Blue line setting up for a slap shot. Send it. Goes flying back behind the net. Does not make contact. Notre Dame with possession along the net yet again. Send it up to the blue line. Another shot from the blue line. Scooped up by one of Central's players. Notre Dame with it yet again along the boards. Trying to set something up one last time in their power play. Skating it up the middle. Notre Dame takes a shot on net. Does not work for them. Chippewas getting the puck out of their territory. 10 seconds left in the power play for Notre Dame. Chippewas have the puck back behind Notre Dame's net. Take a shot on net. Does not go in. Another shot on net. Stopped by one of Notre Dame's players. Both teams are back up to full strength. Both teams at full strength. Mack Barnett on defense, trying to stop Notre Dame. Notre Dame on a breakaway now. Scooped up by the defense. Chippewas taking the puck now. Skating it up the middle. Ashley Neuenfeldt checked into the boards by Notre Dame on a potential breakaway. Notre Dame in possession of the puck now. They dump it into Chippewa territory. Icing is called on the play. 11 minutes left in the second period, 17 minutes left in the second period. No scoreless period, ladies and gentlemen. Play will resume in Notre Dame's territory. Both teams are back up at full strength. Julie Smith here to take the face-off for the Chippewas. Puck drops in Chippewa territory. They send it back to their defenseman. Go for a shot on net. However, Notre Dame putting up a solid offense. That offense turns in their defense. They're sending it up the middle. Chippewa's defense there to send it back out of their zone. Mack Barnett on defense. Shot on net by Notre Dame. Scooped up by Lauren Abraham yet again. Once again, 17 minutes left to play here in this second period. Notre Dame 2, Central Michigan University 0. Face off in Chippewa territory. Puck drops, goes into Notre Dame's hands. They're going to try to get one right off the bat. Not able to do so. A shot on net. Huge scrum in front of the net as the puck goes back behind. Notre Dame in possession, trying to set another shot up. Not able to do so. Notre Dame with the puck yet again, going for a third time's the charm. They're not able to get it in. Scooped up by Lauren Abraham. Wonderful job by Lauren Abraham. Chippewa switching out their lines. Both teams doing a wonderful job out there. Play will resume in Central Michigan University's territory. The puck drops. Notre Dame takes an aggressive first move. However, Chippewa's managed to literally kick the puck out of the zone. Notre Dame in possession yet again, however. They send it into Chippewa territory. Send the puck back behind the net. Send it along the boards and out of their territory. Oh, Chippewas absolutely ball over one of Notre Dame's players. It's a wonderful moment. You should have been here, folks. Number 11, Leah Palmer on a breakaway. She managed to get a shot on net. However, it's stopped by the stick of one of Notre Dame's players. Notre Dame in possession of the puck back behind the net now. Notre Dame taking the puck, gets it out of their zone. Two of Notre Dame players managed to almost collide with each other. Chippewas in possession of the puck. Leah Palmer sending it into Notre Dame's territory. Wonderful defense by Leah Palmer. Notre Dame passing the puck up now. Leah Palmer and Kira back on defense. Puck goes back behind the net. Notre Dame switching out their line. Chippewas fight to get the puck out of their zone. They manage to do so. It goes into Notre Dame's ice. However, Notre Dame is in possession. Notre Dame in possession of the puck, but Leah Palmer's willing to take it right back. Two Notre Dame players manage to collide with each other. 3v5 for the Chippewas, and they will use that opportunity to switch out their line. Notre Dame has possession back behind their own net. Notre Dame manages to lay out one of the Chippewas, Julie Smith. Puck goes back into center zone. Both teams fighting for control. Neuenfeldt going for a breakaway, scooped up by Notre Dame's defense. Wonderful play by Neuenfeldt. Icing, offsides almost call around play. Not quite though. Notre Dame in possession, skating it up the ice. Take a shot on net. Blocked by Mack Barnett. Second shot on net. Second shot on net. And we don't know exactly what happened, folks. It appears that Notre Dame scored a goal. Yes, it was stuck in the back of Chippewa's net. So, with 14 minutes left in the second period, the score is Notre Dame 3, Central Michigan University 0. There'll be a face-off at center ice. Julie Smith taking the face-off for the Chippewas. Puck goes back to Chippewa's defense. They send it back into Notre Dame's zone, back behind the net now. Both teams fighting for control back behind the net. Chippewa's trying to get something going. However, they have to send it back along the boards. Notre Dame in possession of the puck now, passing it up the middle. One-on-one breakaway by Notre Dame. They pass it back. Shot on net. Sails over the net, ladies and gentlemen. Shot on net yet again. Notre Dame in possession of the puck along the boards in Chippewa territory. Notre Dame sends the puck in front of the net. Scooped up by Central Michigan. That would be number 22 right there on a breakaway. That would be Hartman going for something. Passing it in front of Notre Dame's net now. Chippewas on the offensive, aren't able to get something going, unfortunately. Notre Dame turning the tide right back, trying to get something going. Notre Dame switching out their lines. Chippewas in clear possession of the puck now. Passing it up, trying to get something going in center zone. However, Notre Dame taking it right back. Notre Dame with a shot on net from the blue line, scooped up by Hartman yet again. Chippewa switching out some of their line. Puck will drop in Chippewa territory. Puck drops, both teams fighting. Chippewa is trying to get out of their zone. They do manage to do so. Puck's in center ice now. Both teams fighting. Chippewas pass the puck up and into Notre Dame's territory. Icing is called on the play, however. 13 minutes left to play. Play will resume down in Chippewa territory. Wonderful game we have here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, it is senior night. We are celebrating all the seniors on our team. 13 minutes left to play in the second period. Puck drops in Chippewa territory. Notre Dame takes the puck, takes a quick shot on net. Does not work for them. Notre Dame sends it up to their blue line yet again. Chippewa is fighting to get it out. They aren't able to do so, however. Notre Dame from the blue line sends it back along the boards, back behind the net now. Both teams fighting back along the boards, back behind the net. Puck is sent out of our zone into middle ice. However, Notre Dame leading another offensive. Skate it up down the middle. Take a shot on net. Scooped up by Lauren Abraham. Wonderful plays by the Chippewas. On defense, we had number 43, Lindsay Rensilio, and number 11, Leah Palmer. Wonderful job by both defensemen. Wonderful job by number 29, Lauren Abraham. Puck's going to drop again in Chippewa territory. Notre Dame taking it quickly, trying to get a quick shot on. They're not able to do so. Chippewa's getting the puck out of the zone now. They get it into center ice. Penalty called on the play. Let's see who it's against, folks. Penalty on the play against Notre Dame. Chippewas will be on a power play for the next 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 12 minutes left to play in the second period, and the Chippewas will have a one-woman advantage out on the ice. Taking the face-off, we have number 16, Tegan Perry. Leah Palmer from the blue line, passing it to other defensemen. They dump it back behind the net in Notre Dame's territory. Notre Dame going to take the puck, send it flying down the ice, trying to burn off that power play against them. Chippewas with a one-woman advantage, send it back behind the boards in their own territory. They send it back behind the boards again, trying to get these Notre Dame players off of them. Passing between the Chippewas, they're trying to get something going. They send it into Notre Dame's ice. Chippewas switching out their players right now. Chippewas, Leah Palmer takes the puck back in Chippewa ice. Notre Dame takes possession of the puck now, trying to get something going. Chippewas with the one-woman advantage yet again for another minute and 15 seconds. Notre Dame taking the puck, driving it up the middle. Chippewas, 4 people on defense right now. Notre Dame takes possession of the puck yet again by the blue line, passing it amongst their players. Ladies and gentlemen, Chippewas forcing them to go back behind the boards. Both teams tied up along the boards right now. Notre Dame takes the puck, takes a shot from the blue line, sails past. 45 seconds left in the Chippewas power play. This is their moment to make a move. Notre Dame will take possession, however. Notre Dame takes the puck, skating it back into Chippewa territory. Chippewas taking the puck back behind their own net now. Scooped up by Notre Dame. Notre Dame passing it amongst their players, trying to get something going. Chippewas in possession of the puck. Send it back along the boards. Number 22, Hartman, takes a shot on net. Does not make contact, however. 15 seconds left on the power play. Chippewas fighting to keep the puck in the zone, switching out their lines. Notre Dame sends the puck flying back behind Chippewa's net. That'll just about run out their power play, folks. Both teams are back up to full strength. Puck is in Chippewa territory. Chippewa skating it up, however. Julie Smith trying to skate it up. Sends the puck, scooped up by one of Notre Dame's defense. Notre Dame's player runs themselves into a wall head first, ladies and gentlemen. It's rough to watch. Notre Dame now taking the puck, skating it up the ice into Chippewa territory, scooped up by our defenders. That would be number 12, Mack Barnett, scooping it up. Scrum behind the net for possession of the puck. Seems as though a goal is called on the play. That will be a goal for Notre Dame. With 10 minutes left in the second period, the score is Notre Dame 4, Central Michigan University 0. I'd like to thank you all once again for tuning in to this game. Puck will drop at center ice. Number 22, Hartman, taking the face off. Chippewas take the face off, trying to get something going, trying to send it into Notre Dame's zone, trying to get something going right now. Emily Costoni and Hartman skating it back behind the net now. Notre Dame sending it back along the boards. Notre Dame in possession of the puck, trying to get it out of their zone. Chippewas not letting that happen. Chippewas take a shot from the blue line, stopped by Notre Dame's goalie. 9 minutes left now in the first period. Nine minutes left in the period. Seems that there is a penalty call against Notre Dame. Notre Dame with only 4 players out on the ice. Chippewas with 5. They can score a goal right now if they put their minds to it, ladies and gentlemen. Chippewas fighting with Notre Dame back behind their own boards right now. Once again, Chippewas are on a power play. They have one more player out on the ice than Notre Dame for the next 2 minutes. Chippewas taking the puck, skating it up the ice. Number 22, Hartman, manages to dump it into Notre Dame's territory. Notre Dame takes the puck back behind the net. They take possession of it. Hartman fighting hard alongside Alyssa Tank back behind the net. However, Notre Dame takes possession and dumps the puck into center ice. Chippewas managed to take the puck, dump it back into Notre Dame's territory. Castellani on the pursuit of Notre Dame as they take it back behind the net. Chippewas take a shot on net. Scooped up by Notre Dame's goalie. Chippewas on a power play for the next minute. 5 players out on the ice. Notre Dame only has 4. Both teams going to face off in Notre Dame's territory. Number 16, Tegan Perry taking the face off. Puck turns into a scrum behind, along the boards for possession of the puck. Shot on net by Lindsay Rensilio. Does not make contact, however. Shelby Raymond and Lindsay Rensilio on defense as the puck goes into Chippewa's territory. Neuenfeldt out there trying her hardest on offense in Chippewa territory. Trying to get the puck out of there. Both teams fighting right now in Chippewa territory. Chippewa has managed to get the puck into center ice, into Notre Dame's territory. Over, Notre Dame takes possession of the puck. Notre Dame passes it up the center ice. It's a 1-on-2 breakaway. Chippewas have good defense, however, Notre Dame is not able to get a shot on net. They're forced to dump it back behind the net. Several shots on net in rapid succession, ending with Central Michigan University dumping the puck back into Notre Dame's ice. However, icing is called on the play. Seven minutes and 15 seconds left in the second period. 1 second left on Central Michigan University's power play. Score of Notre Dame 4, Central Michigan University 0. There will be a face-off in Chippewa territory. Puck drops. Both teams are now back up to full strength. Chippewa is now fighting to keep the puck out of their zone. Trying their hardest over. Notre Dame's defense doing a wonderful job of keeping it in. Chippewas take the puck, dump it into Notre Dame's territory. Icing call yet again with 7 minutes left to play. Thank you all for joining us yet again with CMU Women's Club Hockey. Unfortunately, there was a problem earlier with the stream and ended up going down for the first period. We have it back up and running, however, and we are happy to bring you the second and third period on senior night against Notre Dame. Puck drops in Chippewa territory. Notre Dame takes the face-off, taking it back to their blue line. Notre Dame taking a shot from the blue line. Does not even hit the net, ladies and gentlemen. Notre Dame in possession yet again, back behind the blue line, back with their defenseman. Another shot on net, another swing and a miss by Notre Dame. Notre Dame takes the puck. They're along the boards now. CMU trying to challenge them back behind the net. Now they're in front of the net. Both teams fighting, massive scrum in front of the net. Chippewa's trying to get it out, and they will not manage to do so. Oh, they now are able to. One of the Chippewas manages to get the puck out into center ice. However, Notre Dame will take it and drive it right back into the Chippewas territory. Both teams switching out their lines right now. Notre Dame leading an offensive in Chippewa territory, forced to dump the puck back behind the net as they switch out their line. Shot on net by Notre Dame. Scooped up by Abraham yet again. 6 minutes left to play here in the second period. Once again, yes, tonight is senior night. We have honored all 7 of the seniors who are currently playing on the team. Puck will drop in Chippewa territory. Notre Dame takes the face-off, dumps it back behind Chippewa's net. Chippewas take the puck now. Both teams fighting along the boards. Number 22, Hartman, trying to get the puck into center ice. She does, however, Notre Dame takes it right back, driving into Chippewa territory. Notre Dame takes a shot, scooped up by one of the defensemen. Notre Dame takes a second shot, blocked by Abraham. Chippewas managed to get the puck out of their territory into center ice. However, Notre Dame just keeps on sending it right back in, ladies and gentlemen. Notre Dame with a drive on the net. However, CMU's defense forces them to take a lazy shot. That would be Mack Barnett on defense, ladies and gentlemen. Puck gets sent along the boards. However, it goes flying into Notre Dame's bench, meaning that we will have a face-off in Chippewa territory with 5 minutes left in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, at the very beginning of this live stream, we did have a moment talking about all 7 of the seniors. So after the stream is ended, feel free to go back and watch that. Face-off in Chippewa territory goes to Notre Dame. They send it back behind the net. They send it back behind the net again now. Chippewa is there to receive it this time. Both teams tied up along the boards, 2 members from each team fighting back there. Chippewa is really trying to give an assist. However, puck shoots out right into a Notre Dame player's hand. Notre Dame takes the puck along the boards now, trying to set something up. They send it out to their blue line. Blue line takes a shot, sails past the net. Both teams fighting now along the boards. Notre Dame setting something up yet again. Passes it across, takes a shot on net. Blocked by Abraham. Wonderful stop by Abraham, ladies and gentlemen. Shot on net by Notre Dame yet again. Stopped yet again. Notre Dame tries to wrap around the net. They're not able to do so. It goes wide. Notre Dame takes the puck back behind the net yet again. A piece of someone's mouth guard seems to be just flying off and landed on the ice. That is disgusting, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams tied up along the boards now. Notre Dame going for a wraparound yet again, not working out for them. Both teams tied up along the boards yet again. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left to play. 5 players tied up along the boards. One of the players seeming to fall over. Notre Dame takes it, tries to go for a shot on net. Stopped by Lauren Abraham yet again. 3.5 minutes left in the period, folks. Current score is Notre Dame 4, Central Michigan University 0. Wonderful play by both teams out there tonight. Lauren Abraham doing a fantastic job as goalie. Defenseman putting out a great showing. Offenseman doing great as well. Several moments where they've been able to take the puck and drive it into Notre Dame's territory. Face-off in Chippewa territory, contested by both teams. Notre Dame takes it back behind the net, now picked up by one of Central Michigan University's players. Chippewa is fighting to get it out. Seems to be a penalty on the play. Penalty on the play, ladies and gentlemen. High sticking seems to be the call. Let's see who the penalty's against. Penalty seems to be against Notre Dame, ladies and gentlemen. Play will resume in Notre Dame's territory. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to play in the second period. Central Michigan will have a 1-woman advantage on the ice for the first 2 of them. Puck drops in Notre Dame's territory. Emily Costelny fighting to keep the puck in their territory. However, Notre Dame's going to take the puck, try to drive it into Chippewa territory. Leah Palmer and Lindsay Rensilio on defense. Both teams fighting back behind the net now. Chippewa is trying to get something going yet again, getting it out of their zone. They're not able to do it, however, scooped up by Notre Dame's defenseman. Notre Dame on the offensive now with a shot on net. Stopped by Lauren Abraham yet again. Chippewa sending the puck out of their territory into center ice. Notre Dame right there, though, trying to get something. They're fighting in the center ice. Chippewa's with an opportunity here. That would be Mariah Wilson, number 2, sends it back behind Notre Dame's net. Emily Costelny there to back her up. Both of them fighting, trying to keep the puck in the territory. Chippewa is just switching out their lines. They have some fresh feet on the ice. Leah Palmer on defense there, making sure that the puck stays in the zone. Chippewa is doing a great job keeping it into Notre Dame's ice. However, Notre Dame sends it flying down past the Chippewa's net. No icing will be called due to them having a 1-woman disadvantage. And that disadvantage will last for them for another 40 seconds. Whistle is blown. 40 seconds left on Chippewa's power play. Play will resume in Notre Dame's territory. 2 minutes left in the period. Number 22, Hartman, here to take the face-off. Both teams fighting. Hartman with a shot on net. Scooped up by Notre Dame's goalie. Wonderful effort by Hartman. On defense, we have Mack, Barnett, and Kira Chaperon. Face-off yet again in Chippewa ice. Mack Barnett keeping the puck in Notre Dame's territory. Both teams fighting now along the boards. Notre Dame takes the puck now. Notre Dame on an offensive now, on a 1v1 breakaway. Chippewa is able to scoop them up. Wonderful work by the defense. I believe that was Mack Barnett stopping them there. Chippewa send the puck back behind the boards. Try to set up a pass to get it out of their zone. They're not able to do so. Intercepted by Notre Dame. Notre Dame takes the puck, trying to get it back along behind the net. Both teams tied up along the boards right now. Notre Dame with another shot on net, stopped before it even reaches Lauren Abraham's glove. Another shot on net sails harmlessly by from Notre Dame. Notre Dame going for a three-peat, trying to set something up yet again. They're not able to. They're forced to skate it back behind the net, try to pass in front of the net, stopped by Lauren Abraham and the defenseman yet again. Chippewa send the puck all the way down into Notre Dame's territory. It's called as fair play. Notre Dame has the puck now with 40 seconds left. Chippewa is putting up a wonderful drive here. Anastasia Hartman trying to get something going, putting up a wonderful offensive in Notre Dame's territory. Notre Dame sends it all the way down into Chippewa territory. Fair play called yet again. Notre Dame switching out their lines for the last 30 seconds. Chippewa is trying to form an offensive in the last seconds of play here. Alyssa Tank taking the puck, fighting along the boards in Notre Dame's territory. 10 seconds left, folks. Both teams fighting. Notre Dame trying to get something going with 10 seconds left here. Skating it down the ice. Going for one final shot on net. Slap shot. Stopped by Lauren Abraham. Another shot on net. Goes back behind the net. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the second period. At the end of the second period, the score is Notre Dame 4, Central Michigan University 0. Both teams putting up a wonderful showing tonight. I did not get to fully complete what I was saying earlier in between one of the stops, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight is senior night. We are honoring all of the players here that are seniors or graduate students. This might be one of their last games that they're playing at home. So that was one of the first things we said here on this new stream. So after the stream finishes, feel free to go back and watch that. Unfortunately, we had some problems with the stream earlier, and the first period is unfortunately not around. It took a little sabbatical. Zamboni out on the ice now, meaning that we have about 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, between now and the next period. I will let you know when that happens. In the meantime, feel free to get yourself a drink, use the restroom, make some nachos, or just make yourself comfortable, and I will see you all in about 8 to 10 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, the Zamboni has just exited the ice. I will let you know when both teams take the ice. And ladies and gentlemen, both teams have just taken the ice for the third period of play. Warming up right now, heading over to their bench, getting ready for a third period of wonderful hockey. I would like to let you all know that the next game will be at 11 a.m. tomorrow. That is 11 a.m. Michigan time. I know that some of you watch from all across the United States. We are happy that you all choose to support and listen to CMU Women's Club Hockey. But the next game will be at 11 a.m. tomorrow. CMU gathering over by the bench right now, talking strategy for the third period of play. Notre Dame warming up along the ice. Score after 2 periods of play is Notre Dame 4, Central Michigan University 0. There's still 20 minutes on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. That is 20 minutes of game. Referees have blown the ice. There will be a face-off in center ice. Apologies, the referees have blown their whistle. There will be a face-off in center ice. Both teams sending out their lines. Central Michigan University, number 17, Emily Kostilny will take the face-off. Face-off at center ice, goes back to the Chippewas defense. They send it up into Notre Dame territory. Notre Dame quick to take it, however, passing amongst their players. Notre Dame dumps it into Chippewa ice, back behind the net now, back along the boards. Chippewa's coming in, trying to take it. Notre Dame takes the puck, goes for a shot on net, stopped by one of the players' skates. Back along the boards now, back behind the net. Chippewa's Alyssa Tank here to take it. Alyssa Tank trying to get it out of the zone, not quite able to. That job will be finished by Emily Kostilny. However, on the play, icing is called. Play will resume back in Chippewa ice. Third period of play here at Martin Ice Arena. Both teams squaring up in Chippewa ice. Puck's going to drop. Puck drops in Chippewa territory. Both teams fighting along the boards for possession now. Chippewa's trying to get something going here. You can see Leah Palmer's lime stick along the boards. Both teams fighting, trying to get it. Chippewa's managed to get it out of their territory. However, Notre Dame will take it in the middle, in the center ice. Now, Notre Dame trying to take the puck, sending it at our net. However, does not make contact. Puck goes out into center ice. Chippewa is trying to get something started. Alyssa Tank taking the puck back into Notre Dame's territory. It's along the boards now. Chippewa is fighting to keep it in. Notre Dame takes it out, however. Notre Dame on a 1v1 breakaway. Leah Palmer on defense. Notre Dame takes a quick shot on net. Scooped up by Lauren Abraham. There seems to be a shot after the play. However, it was warranted, in my humble opinion. Play will resume in Chippewa territory. Puck drops, goes back to Notre Dame's defenseman. However, Chippewas are able to take that puck, dump it deep into Notre Dame territory, back behind the net now. Notre Dame taking the puck, passing it amongst their players. Chippewa is trying to get something going now. Notre Dame takes possession yet again, however. Notre Dame on a breakaway. Leah Palmer on defense yet again. Forces Notre Dame to go outside and back behind the net now. Notre Dame tied up back behind the boards. Lindsay Rensilio on defense there, forcing that to happen. Notre Dame back behind the boards again. Pass it up to the blue line. Notre Dame shoots from the blue line. One of their own players who falls over stops the puck. Scrum in front of the net. Notre Dame tries to get a shot off right in front of the net, not able to do so. Pass it back to their blue line. They fire into the center zone looking for a pass, not able to find one. Chippewa is trying to get something going now. Leah Palmer on defense trying to get it out of their territory. Chippewas take the puck, get it out of their territory into center ice, all the way down into Notre Dame's territory. Both teams switching out their lines right now. Nothing really happening on the ice. Notre Dame trying to set up another offensive now. 3 Chippewas on defense. Notre Dame takes a shot on net and it slides in between Abraham's pads, goes right into the net. 17 minutes left to play here in this third period. The score is Notre Dame 5, Central Michigan University 0. Wonderful game by the Chippewas, but that one slid right in between the pads, ladies and gentlemen. Puck drops in center ice. Julie Smith takes the face-off. Notre Dame takes the puck, trying to drive it into Chippewa's territory. They try to set something up. They're back behind the net now. Chippewa's in possession, skating it up now. They try to get it out of their zone, and they're able to. Chippewas fighting for possession of the puck in center ice. Number 99, Julie Smith, stops them along the boards, takes someone down with her. Both teams setting up in front of the net. Both teams fighting for possession of the puck in front of the net. Several shots on net stopped by Lauren Abraham. However, on about the 4th shot on net in about 2 seconds, puck slides into the back of the net. Ladies and gentlemen, that's one that words can't describe. There was a continual assault on the net. Several people were on the ground at that point in time, and the shot managed to slide in. 16 minutes left in the third period. Score is Notre Dame 6, Central Michigan University 0. Face-off in center ice goes to the Chippewas. Leah Palmer on defense in her own territory. Notre Dame setting up for a shot. Give me a second, folks. Notre Dame takes a shot from the blue line, hits off a player's stick, flies into the air, and lands back in Chippewa's net. Ladies and gentlemen, just under 16 minutes left to play here in the third period. Notre Dame has managed to slip another goal in. Score is Notre Dame 7, Chippewas 0. Face-off at center ice, taken by Notre Dame. Notre Dame trying to get something going right here. Chippewas get it into their territory, but are forced to clear or face an offsides call. People are fighting for the puck in center ice. Emily Costelli dumps it back behind Notre Dame's net. Notre Dame sending the puck forward with their offense. Offense driving a front. Leah Palmer on defense over here to stop them, force them to go outside. Second Notre Dame player manages to pick up the puck, however. Scrum back behind the net for control of the puck. Chippewas in possession of the puck. Leah Palmer skating it up. Scooped up by one of Notre Dame's defensemen. Notre Dame in possession of the puck now, passing it forward, dumping it back behind Central Michigan University's net. Notre Dame takes the puck, continues to dump it back behind the net. Chippewas in possession now. Leah Palmer once again out on the ice. Notre Dame setting up trying to set up something in front of the net. They're not able to do so. Chippewas dump it into Notre Dame's territory. Come out with possession of the puck back behind the net. Number 2, Mariah Wilson out on the field along with Ashley Neuenfeldt. However, Notre Dame skates it right back down into Chippewa territory. Stopped by the defense, trying to set up a pass now. Notre Dame's defense not able to catch it. Offsides almost called on Notre Dame, but the Chippewas now have the puck. Chippewas now have the puck, skating it up, skating it up. Number 12, Mack Barnett takes a shot on net, stopped by Notre Dame's goalie. Notre Dame in possession of the puck now. Seems to be a penalty called on the play. Penalty will be against number 3, Ashley Neuenfeldt. She appears to have cross-checked another player into the board. Chippewas will be at a disadvantage for the next 2 minutes of play. Play will resume in Chippewa territory. Chippewa is sending out Leah Palmer and Kira Chaperon on defense. Lindsay Rensilio and Emily Kostilny. That's the 4 that they've sent out for this power play, ladies and gentlemen. Notre Dame has a 1-woman advantage on the ice for the next 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Notre Dame launching an assault at Central Michigan University. 1 shot on net, then 2. Notre Dame trying to wrap around, stopped by Michigan's defense. Notre Dame right now trying to set something up, pass back behind the net, go for another wraparound. No one's open, however. Kira Chaperon trying to get it out, stopped by one of Notre Dame's defensemen. Notre Dame trying to set something up. They're going to pass it. They're going to try to take a shot right in front of the net. However, Lauren Abraham, in a wonderful play, dives on top. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a goalie switch. I apologize. In the third period, number 25, Bree Schroer, is the goalie. So Bree Schroer makes the decision to dive on the puck. 1 minute and 20 seconds left on Chippewa's disadvantage. Notre Dame has an extra player out on the ice for the next minute and 15 seconds. Puck drops in Chippewa territory. Notre Dame takes possession. They pass it back to their blue line. Blue line's going to try for something here. Blue line takes a shot on net, bounces off a player's skate. Notre Dame still in possession of the puck now. Skating it up, trying to get something going. Shot on net, stopped by Schroer. Chippewas send the puck deep into Notre Dame's territory. Wonderful move by the Chippewas. Number 16, Tegan Perry, there to intercept with Notre Dame. Notre Dame passing back in their own territory. Notre Dame with 40 seconds left in their power play are going to try one last offensive. Skating it up, Tegan Perry trying to cut them off. However, she's outnumbered. Offsides almost called on Notre Dame. Chippewas pull a wonderful move, dump it deep into Notre Dame's territory, switch out some of their linesmen. Notre Dame going for one last offensive with 15 seconds left in their power play. Pass it between their players, pass does not go off. Chippewas try to dump it out of their zone. Blue line says no. Notre Dame takes a shot on net. Stopped with 2 seconds left in their power play. Chippewas will be back up to strength in 2 seconds. 12 minutes left to play here in the third period. Puck drops in Chippewa territory. Both teams back up at full strength. Notre Dame with possession of the puck right in front of the net. Both teams trying to poke out. Number 17, Kostilny manages to poke out the puck, send it into center territory, all the way into Notre Dame's zone. Both teams still fighting right now. Notre Dame taking the puck, skating it up into Chippewa's territory, dump it back behind the net. Notre Dame going in for a line change right now. Chippewas taking the puck, trying to get it out of their zone. Blue line rejecting them once again. Chippewas with the puck back in their own territory, back behind the net. Leah Palmer on defense there, trying to get the puck out. Not able to do so, however. Chippewas with the puck in their own territory right now. Skating it up is Lindsay Rensilio. Lindsay Rensilio trying to get something going. Scooped up by Notre Dame. Tegan Perry trying for the same, as is Alyssa Tank. All of them now switching out. Chippewas putting a new offensive line out on the ice. Just in time as Notre Dame is launching another offensive, skating it down the ice. Trying to get a shot off on net. Scooped up by Leah Palmer. Leah Palmer not letting it happen. Wonderful defense. Leah Palmer now on the offensive, sending the puck up. Number 16, Tegan Perry for the Chippewas, trying to get something going down into Notre Dame's territory. Not able to do so, however. Notre Dame takes possession back of the puck. Notre Dame dumps the puck deep into Chippewa territory. Chippewas have the puck back behind their own net, trying to pass it up. Chippewas passing the puck up now, trying to get something going. Mariah Wilson out on the ice, trying to get the puck out of the zone. Not able to do so, however. Notre Dame's defense notoriously strict in this regard. Notre Dame's blue line sends it back behind the net now, trying to set it up yet again. Large scrum in front of the net, and Notre Dame manages to sink a shot into the back of the net. 10 minutes left in the third period. The score is Notre Dame 8, Central Michigan University 0. Ten minutes left to play here, ladies and gentlemen. Puck drops in center ice with Hartman taking the face-off. Notre Dame takes the puck now, trying to skate it into Chippewa's territory. Trying to set something up now, pass it back behind the net. Chippewas trying to play great defense as several shots by Notre Dame are taken. Shot on net, scooped up by number 25, Bree Schroer. Wonderful play. Play will resume in Chippewa territory. Puck drops in Chippewa territory. Notre Dame takes the puck, skates it back behind the net. Notre Dame sends it out to their blue line, takes a shot on net. Bree Schroer ready to pick it up, however, it does not even reach her. Notre Dame takes the puck, going for another shot on net. Caught by Schroer yet again. Number 25, Bree Schroer, is the goalie for the third period of play. Nine minutes left in the third period, ladies and gentlemen. Puck drops in Chippewa territory. Chippewas take it back behind their own net now. Ashley Neuenfeldt with the puck. They get it out of Chippewa's territory into center ice. Notre Dame all too eager to send it right back, however. Notre Dame in possession of the puck. Offsides called on Notre Dame, stopping any forward momentum that they had in that play. Puck's going to drop right outside of Chippewa territory. Notre Dame takes it. They'll take it and they'll dump it into Chippewa's territory. Mack Barnett ready, however, intercepts the puck, trying to get it out of her territory, playing wonderful defense. Notre Dame takes the puck over, trying to skate it back behind the net. Chippewas say no. That is number 12, Mack Barnett, trying to get something going. Passes it up to Bree Mermeluk. Bree Mermeluk fighting back behind the net for possession of the puck. Both teams scrumming along the boards now. Chippewas pass it back to the blue line. Leah Palmer with a shot on net. Hits the backs of one of her teammates, unfortunately. Shot on net. Stopped by Notre Dame's goalie. 2 shots on net now. 3 shots on net. 4 shots on net by the Chippewas. All of them stopped by Notre Dame's goalie. Notre Dame getting a cheap hit in after the whistle, ladies and gentlemen. 8 minutes left in the third period of play. Score is Notre Dame 8, Central Michigan University 0. Puck will drop in Notre Dame territory. Chippewas can look to score here. Chippewas take the face-off, shoot directly at Notre Dame's net. However, it does not go in. Hits off the goalie. Notre Dame in possession of the puck now, driving it back into Chippewa territory. Take a shot on net. Blocked by Shelby Raymond on defense. Set up for another shot on net. Notre Dame does not go in. Notre Dame passes it back to the blue line. Blocked by one of their own players as they go for a shot on net. Notre Dame in possession of the puck yet again. Passing it to their blue line. Blue line goes for a shot and whiffs it, ladies and gentlemen. Notre Dame taking several more shots, trying to set something up right in front of the net. Not able to do so. Notre Dame's blue line trying to set something up. Pass it to one of their players. Pass it back to the blue line. Blue line goes for another shot on net. 2 shots on net. Both of them stopped by Bree Schroer. Notre Dame passes it back to the blue line, goes for another shot. And another one. Both of them do not go in, ladies and gentlemen. Notre Dame, once again, back on that blue line, not being challenged by CMU. Pass it back. Notre Dame still in possession of the puck. Now both teams are fighting for it along the boards. Notre Dame passes it back to the blue line yet again, unchallenged by CMU. So another shot on net from the blue line. Notre Dame goes for a shot, does not go in, back behind the net now. Notre Dame still takes the puck, passing it back. They pass it. Pass it back to the blue line. Blue line again. Back to the blue line for a third time. Blue line with another shot. Does not go in. 6.5 minutes left to play here, ladies and gentlemen. Notre Dame taking the puck, passing it back to the blue line. Chippewas are going to need to put some pressure on the blue line. Chippewas and Notre Dame tied up along the boards for possession of the puck. Notre Dame not being challenged back. Shot on net. Scooped up by Bree Schroer. 6 minutes left to play in the period. Thank you once again for joining us, folks. Thank you for supporting CMU women's hockey. Next game is tomorrow at 11 a.m. Stream play resumes in Chippewa territory. Face-off goes into Notre Dame's favor. Chippewas with possession of the puck now. Hartman skating it up the ice. Hartman sends it into Notre Dame's territory. Almost counts as a shot on net, but it sails by. Hartman dumps it back behind the net. Chippewas managed to lay one of Notre Dame's players up against the boards. Notre Dame now taking the puck. It's a 2-on-2 in our territory. Chippewas doing a good job of laying Notre Dame up against the boards. Chippewas taking the puck. Leah Palmer tripped on the play on a breakaway. Ladies and gentlemen, Leah Palmer, defenseman with a wonderful breakaway opportunity. However, she's tripped up by one of Notre Dame's players. That will be a 2-minute penalty with 5.5 minutes left to play in the third period. Play will resume in Notre Dame's territory. Chippewas will have a 1-woman advantage on the ice for the next 5.5 minutes. Face-off in Notre Dame's territory goes into Notre Dame's favor. Skating it back down the ice, trying to kill off that penalty. Notre Dame has the puck in Chippewa territory, passes it back to their blue line. Chippewas with the ability to challenge the blue line now. Notre Dame takes the puck, trying to take several shots on net, trying to set something up back behind the net now. Chippewas trying to take the puck, send it into Notre Dame's territory. Notre Dame's blue line saying no, however. Notre Dame with another shot on net, scooped up by Schroer.
Nice job, boys.
Number 25, Bree Schroer, goalie, makes the save there. Minute 25 left in Chippewa's power play. Let's see how they utilize it, folks. Face-off in Chippewa territory. Puck goes back behind the net in Notre Dame's possession. They go for a quick shot on net, bounces off Schroer's helmet. Chippewa is now in possession of the puck. Leah Palmer tries passing it up, and she gets the pass off. Ladies and gentlemen, Chippewa's on a breakaway. Shot on net. Wonderful shot by Hartman. However, it's scooped up by Notre Dame's goalie. 4.5 minutes left to play in the third period, folks. Score is Notre Dame 8, CMU 0. Face-off in Notre Dame's territory. Chippewa still on that power play for the next 5 minutes, or for the next 1 minute. Notre Dame takes the puck, sends it back behind their own net, trying to kill off time. Chippewa is trying to make advantage of the time that they have. Leah Palmer on defense taking the puck, making a move, trying to maintain Chippewa possession. Julie Smith there trying to get the puck in, tripped up by one of Notre Dame's players. Notre Dame trying to kill off time, trying to get the puck into Chippewa territory. They will manage to, however, they're tied up along the boards. Notre Dame taking the puck. That needs to be challenged by the Chippewas. Notre Dame trying to kill out their penalty. Chippewas need to challenge them on that. Notre Dame taking the puck. Back along the boards now, killing off time. 10 seconds left on CMU's power play. Notre Dame takes the puck, and they're along the boards now. And the power play is over. Both teams are back up at full strength. Notre Dame immediately going for the throat, trying to set something up, trying to score several shots on net, stopped by Schroer. Notre Dame back up to full strength with 5 players. CMU going for a line switch, meaning that Notre Dame will have an opportunity to launch an offensive, and they use that to dump the puck into the center of Chippewa's territory. Nothing is done with it, however. Mariah Wilson taking the puck now, skating it up, trying to get a shot off, scooped up by Notre Dame's defense. Kira Chaperone trying to get the puck into Notre Dame's territory. She's able to. Wonderful play by number 40. Notre Dame in possession of the puck in their own territory. They'll take it and pass it into the center zone. Notre Dame still maintaining possession now. However, they go for a pass, and it goes into the bleachers. Both teams switching out their lines, or correction. Yes, both teams switching out their lines now. Play will resume in Notre Dame's territory. 2.5 minutes left to play, ladies and gentlemen. Two minutes left to play, both teams at full strength. Puck will drop in Notre Dame's territory. Notre Dame takes the puck. They will try to pass it up, and they will manage to do so. Puck's in the center zone now. Now it's being controlled by the Chippewas. However, Notre Dame manages to keep it in Chippewa territory. Number 17, Costoni on a breakaway, scooped up by 2 Notre Dame defensemen. Notre Dame trying to get it out of their territory. Chippewa's defense saying no. You see Leah Palmer and her lime stick out there, keeping the puck in the zone. 2 minutes left to play here in the third period. Puck goes flying out of Notre Dame's territory into Chippewa's. Chippewa's in possession. Leah Palmer sending the puck flying up. Icing is called on the play. Play will resume in Chippewa's territory. Minute and 50 seconds left in the period, folks. Face off in Chippewa territory. Chippewas take the puck, skating it back behind their own net now. Notre Dame takes possession, however. Both teams fighting along the boards. Chippewas sending the puck deep into Notre Dame's territory. Icing is called on the play. Play will resume back in Chippewa's territory. 1.5 minutes left in the third period of play. Puck drops in Chippewa territory. Chippewas take the puck. They're skating it up the ice. Trying to get something going here. Number 11, Leah Palmer, trying to get something going, ladies and gentlemen. However, Notre Dame takes the puck and they're skating it back down the ice into Chippewa territory. Minute 15 left in the third period. Notre Dame trying to set something up in front of the net yet again. Defense says no way. Julie Smith now getting into the scrum along the boards with Notre Dame. Notre Dame tries to set something up back in front of the net. Not happening. Scrum in front of the net for possession of the puck. Bree Schroer places her hand down on it with 52 seconds left in the third period, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams switching out their players for what is likely the last line switch of the night. Puck drops in Chippewa territory. Notre Dame takes it. They're skating it back along the boards. They take it, send it back behind the net now. Chippewa's trying to get it out of the zone. Notre Dame trying to keep it in. Notre Dame in possession of the puck back behind the boards, passing it amongst their players. trying to weave around Chippewa's players. Chippewa's in possession now, dumping the puck, trying to get it out of their zone. Notre Dame's blue line says no. 20 seconds left to play here, ladies and gentlemen. Notre Dame trying to set something up yet again. Goes for a slap shot on our goalie, does not go off. Goes for another shot on net. Bree Shaw deflects it off with her stick. Both teams fighting, 10 seconds left. Notre Dame trying to set something up. Chippewa is doing a great job of mitigating that. Number 12, Mack Barnett takes the puck, passing it up to her teammate. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an intense 60 minutes of hockey. After 3 periods of play, final score is Notre Dame 8, Central Michigan University 0. Wonderful game by both teams. It's been a wonderful senior night for the senior players. Thank you to the coaches, to the players, to the refs, to everyone that showed up, and to everyone that could not be here. It's everyone works together to make this possible. Ladies and gentlemen, the next game will be on the same YouTube channel at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Once again, we apologize for the live stream not working at first, but we will be back hopefully at full force tomorrow at 11 a.m. Maybe even a little earlier if I've had my coffee. I'd like to thank you once again for supporting CMU Women's Club Hockey, and I wish you all a wonderful